guys, welcome back to Little Piece of Heaven Farm. Out here heading towards the greenhouse, and thought I'd go ahead and plant some radishes inside the greenhouse, and I'll show you where I'm going to plant them. And as you see, I've already been out here earlier this morning. Got some of the plants brought out to continue hardening off. Today they'll be out here for 4 hours. And then I'll just continue tacking on another hour each day. There's all my tomatoes. And these are some of my empress trees that I started just from the cutting off the tree. Oh, and these ones down here are also empress trees that I started from the seeds off my tree. And now let's head on in. According to the thermometer on the wall, it's 90 in here, and I do have the fan running. I thought I'd go ahead and plant some radishes around the edges of this planter. See, now this planter is quite big, and it's going to be a while before that banana tree gets really big in there and put out some pups. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and got a few seeds left over in this packet from last year. There's a Easter egg radish from Haas Tools. I'll just empty out this packet along around the edges. Shot of water. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and give everybody else a drink. Some of my flowers I planted are starting to come out. There's Morning Glory, the blue, and the purple one is yet to sprout. Anyhow, I'm gonna head outside here. I'm gonna go ahead and get these broccolis and cauliflowers planted. I'm gonna hold off on the basil and the parsley. They can't both be parsley, can they? Or Charanto. I'm gonna hold off and see what where Cheryl wants to plant them. I don't know if she wants to plant them in a pot or something. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these broccoli and cauliflower planted. Take these out to the garden. There's my asparagus coming up pretty good. This here is where I'm going to plant my broccoli and cauliflower. These ones here are broccoli I started. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of those. Very well rooted out. Oh, another thing, when you harden them off, you'll notice the stems would be stiffer, the leaves would be stiffer and thicker, not papery. That's why you want to harden them off and get them used to the outdoor weather and the sun. When I plant them, I like to pinch off the bottom 2 leaves because they're just going to die off anyway. And I like to plant them about 6 to 12 inches apart. Now these ones has a few in it. I suppose you could take the time to root them out. I might do that just to see what happens. I should have thinned them out a long time ago. Like there's one there. There's one there. There's one there. See, I just got like 4 plants out of that. These ones here are cauliflower, snow crown. They're all planted. That's the snow crown, cauliflower. Those are all my broccoli. I got a few little small ones left. I'm gonna go over here and find me a spot to plant them. I think I'm gonna go ahead and plant them in this area. That looks like Wilson. I wonder what he's doing here. I don't know, maybe he came here to help me plant these. I don't know. Well, let's get them planted anyways. All right, I got them all planted in. These are they're a little smaller starts, stuff that I thinned out. So I would give them a shot and see what happens. I'm sure they'll grow up and produce. Why wouldn't they? Okay, well, I got the plants all watered in now. So I'm going to go out here to the chickens. Looks like I forgot to uncover their treat block. While I'm in there, got a little bucket here and get their eggs. All right, time to check their eggs. I'm sure they got quite a few in here, 2 days worth. I forgot to come out here yesterday. Looks like the top 3, it's got some girls in it. But I do see a few eggs here at the bottom. Scooch under here. She doesn't have any. No be damn. I know she does. She was trying to take a little bite. See one anyway. There's gotta be more in there. Oh yeah, there they are. She's got 4 others in there hidden. See if this girl has any. And she has one. So that's the eggs I got for 2 days. What was that 2, 4, 6, 8, 9? That's about right. I got 9 girls, and they all won't lay every day. Out of 9 girls, I'll probably get anywhere from 4 to 8 per day. Every now and then I'll get 9 of them per day. Seeing here, that's all I got, 9 in my bucket, and I didn't pick them up yesterday, so it's probably like maybe 5 and 4. That's not bad. Okay, I'm gonna head out the orchard here, seeing how our trees are doing. And this one here is our pear. I believe there's 3 different types of pear on this. And you see one of them is in full bloom. And this one here is a peach. I think it's called a bobcock peach. It has a white flesh, very sweet. If you want a sweet peach, this is the one to get. And it's in full bloom. You need to get in here to do some pruning, because I need to get these pruned out of here. There's like 4 of these. These are growing up below the crown. So those are basically suckers there. So I got to get those pruned out of there. And this one over here is my July Alberta. And I used to live down in the valley. Just as the name hints at it, it will have fruit in July. Usually about towards the end of July, mid-July to late July. This will have peaches to eat. But seeing how now I live in a higher elevation, about 400 feet higher, I won't get peaches until about mid to late August. So I got a few things in here to prune, like some dead branching. Like all this right here is all dead branches. Gotta get them cut out and removed. And this one over here is our plum. I do not remember the variety. I don't see a tag on it. As you could see, the deer like to come out here and rub on it and break the branches off. But apparently this here is out of their reach. And it's in bloom. And this one here is my nectarine. It's in full bloom. And up over here, I've got some apple tree. This is Granny Smith. It'll be blooming soon. I do not recall the name of this one. This one here is a Fuji. Then I've got that big monster. It's probably 100 years old, based on from what we've been hearing from people that lived out here. It's a 100-year-old apple tree, and it still produces a lot of apples. I make apple juice out of this tree. Really good. And here's our cherry tree. We don't really get much cherries off it. It's all a timing thing. You got to get to them before the birds do. So I think cherry tree is kind of like a bust around here. I suppose I could prune those cherry tree down so it's not quite so tall. Maybe put a net over it. Well, I don't know. We'll see. And over here are some of my trees I transplanted. There's a cedar tree. This is the one I transplanted. As you can tell, it didn't make it, it died. But it grew another one right beside it. I'm assuming off the root. Or unless I had a little one next to it somehow. Oop. Whatever. But I got a living cedar tree. I should probably cut this one out. There's a golden chain tree. Soon it'll have yellow flowers. There's a fir tree I transplanted here. Another fir tree. Some more firs. And a big old cedar. Now and there's a volunteer nut tree. I'm not sure what kind of nut tree it is. And then I've got some kind of iris there. That's pretty soon that'll be all in full bloom and yellow flowers. And that's the tree there I transplanted here, say about 10 years ago. It was out in the front yard. It was getting up in the power lines. Instead of just cutting it down and getting rid of it, I just transplanted over here, and it worked quite well. It has really grown. It has more than doubled in its size. It's getting really wide, and that's because it has lost its top. So it has multiple tops on it now. In turn, that makes it wide. It's gotten so wide it's blocking my path here into this round pen, which, as you can see, I haven't really been using it much ever since my wife's horse passed away, and we really haven't been using this round pen much with my horse Penny. But I think this year I'm going to get in here and clean this out and maybe start using it again. And right over there is another cedar tree I transplanted this year. And I've got another one of those big planters. Let's see if I can climb up over here. There's this big empress tree. It's got a bunch of daffodils blooming underneath it. And I don't know, maybe 8 years ago, I think it is, I transplanted this golden tree over here. It was growing up next to our house, and you can't have a tree growing up beside your house. So I got them transplanted over here. All right. Another view of our big apple tree. And another shot of this so-called invasive plant, still in full bloom. There's some bees out there, but not a whole lot. The weather is a little bit cooler today. Well, anyhow, it's a short little video of what I've been doing today. I've got a bunch of errands I gotta go run, and I'm not gonna bring you along for that. That'd be kind of boring. So anyhow, I'll catch you guys the next time, and happy gardening.